Well, our question of the day has certainly gotten a lot of responses so far. Let's put that question up once again. And while you read it, I'm going to read you some of the replies that we've got. Cole Martin saying, regulate them. Metro should create a taxi task team and be stricter on them. That's from Cole Martin. Raymond Alexander saying, Transport Minister should jack up our public transport system. Then we won't have to rely on these hooligan taxis. Thanks, Raymond, for writing into us. Elton writing and saying, commuters just sit and keep quiet when drivers do wrong. Where are the police when they are doing wrong? All right, Elton, thank you so very, very much. Dark Sheep saying, taxis should have designated stopping areas, just like buses, and violators must be fined. 3 strikes and you lose your taxi. That's an interesting one. Another one from Colbert saying taxi drivers and their owners must get training before they start operating in this industry. Another one, Team Karabo, saying the taxi industry employees should attend a customer care training. Also, add rubbish bins in the ranks to avoid the littering. That's a good thing. I think that's an important thing. Ayanda, you're there. Can you see any bins? Are there any dustbins around at the taxi rank? I mean, it's such a simple thing, but an important thing. I mean, because what I'm seeing from here, it just looks like there's rubbish all over the floor. What about dustbins in that area, Ayanda?
Well, a very good morning to you once again, Leanne. Yeah, not sure if it's related to that pick it up strike, but when I was here last year, the scenes were actually quite similar. Rubbish spewed all over the show, Leanne. I've seen one dustbin, and that dustbin is broken. So it does look like something simple that can be put in effect that will go a long way. And I think, having a clean environment goes into making sure that the psyche of taxi operators is also improved. I mean, if you're working in a good working environment, you're automatically a little bit happier. I don't want to undermine the serious issues that they face, but I'd imagine that that's a good start. Having bathrooms is another perk, I suppose, that they could use here. But I'm going to speak to a manager of this facility in no time. I first want to start with a lady driver. Now, Leanne, the taxi industry is heavily male-dominated. I'm sure you know that. So I'm very, very happy to see that Mama is doing it for herself today. Mam Tutu joins us. So uvela in Newcastle, Mam Tutu, we're in the long distance, Carltonville and Newcastle as well. Mama siyajabula ukuba nawo namhlanje ninjani?
Siyaphila njani?
Siyaphila. Uyashayela umuntu wesimame kwaqala kanjani?
Ngaqala ngina 25 years ngidrive long distance from la until Newcastle, manje sengila eCarltonville ngidrivela khona.
Kunjani nje as umuntu wesifazane ukudriver uhlangabezana nenkinga ezinjani noma kumnandi?
Kumnandi khona ngoba ngiyakwamukela konke uma usebenza ngomphakathi ufuneka wamukele yonke into eyenzakalayo ubaphathe kahle abagibeli ngoba siphila ngabo. Ayikho into esiyenzayo ngaphandle kwabo nokuthi sithenge imoto sithenga ngabo, so asifuni ukubahlukumeza ngalo ndlela le noma besihlukumeza thina sizama ngayo yonke indlela yokuthi sibaphathe kahle.
Mama, I think ukudedele ngiyabona ukuthi iyabhayinda khona manje yakho itaxi umane uyibheka ngelihlo eliyi-1 ukuthi hey ungabi nenkinga ngizakudedela sibonge kakhulu nema. Mam Tutu saying to us that she welcomes whatever challenges come her way. She tries by all means to make sure that commuters are satisfied in her taxi, even though sometimes she herself is harassed by these very same commuters that she's trying to serve. But she loves them and she welcomes them because they put bread on her table. They make sure that she's able to afford the vehicle that she drives. She started driving long distance, by the way, at the age of 25. So let's speak to another gentleman now who is also a taxi driver. Ntate le kae? Ke teng lebitso la o ke mang?
Baleseng Khaimeng.
Ntate o tsamaya route ya Rustenburg.
Yebo mang.
O ikutlwa jwang o le taxi drive?
Ke ikutlwa mnate la batho ba re sotla ba re nyatsa mara ke ikutlwa mnate ke mmereko gona mmereko nka boitsang.
December e kaka o tloetsa jwang hore re minimize di accidents tseleng wena o etsa jwang personal?
Ke obamela mola wa tsela ne ke kopa le di driver di tshwana le nna re obamela mela ya tsela re ska ralwa mo tseleng re tsamere iketlile go fitisa bapagami ba rona go re yang teng.
Thank you so much for that feedback. The gentleman just saying there that even though that taxi drivers are undermined and often looked down upon and ill-treated, that he enjoys being a taxi driver. At the end of the day, it's a job and it brings home an income. He does travel to Rustenburg. He says he's one of those good taxi drivers that keeps the road rules and is, in fact, urged and made an appeal to his peers to do the same. Now, let's speak to the queue marshals. These are the ones who make sure that Sihlala 4-4 masihlalisane sometimes when it's a 3-seater. Baba Nijan.
Siyaphila njani?
Siyaphila. Uhlalisa 4-4?
Cha.
Awusowenza njani manje?
Sihlala nga 33 uthanda bahlale kahle ngoba thina sihambe long distance.
Yebo baba. And then ukuba i-queue marshal ukuthi usebenze kahle uyenze umsebenzi wakho kahle kufanele ukuthi wenze njani?
Kumele nje ube clean, ube presentable, ukhulume kahle nabantu, uphathe kahle abantu.
Umuntu mangafuna ukushayela kule taxi le maybe athi le taxi indala or iphukile akafuni yazi ngake ngaba ne-experience mangenza njalo bathi awufuna ukukhwela itaxi sisi uzoyomela le kude bahlukumeza ama-commuters wena wenze njani umuntu makathi cha kule taxi angeke ngikhona ukungena?
Siyamfaka kule ayithandayo nayikhethile ngoba umuntu nomuntu uyazikhethela.
Angathisho njalo ngoba ubona i-TV. Ngiyadlala, the gentleman is a queue. Marshall saying that they no longer make people sit squashed, 4 in one seat, but they make the allocated seat. So 3 people per seat to make sure that in this long distance people are comfortable. And he doesn't force anyone into a taxi if they don't want to. If they believe that the taxi is in a state of disrepair and would not like to use that facility, he doesn't force them. And I joked saying, I wonder if he's just saying that because the cameras are here. But the owner or the manager of this facility joins us now as well. You were with us last year again. How do we fix this? Last year this place was like this. We're back now in 2015.
I'm SM Moyo. I'm popular known as Boss. I'm working in Wanderers taxi rank. If you see this taxi rank, we're not having anyone who's assisting us to clean. Even the government, it's taking its time. It's telling us it's building the new ranks. But now it's about 2 years being this dirty like this. But we don't know because Pick It Up is in strike. Don't know whether they are the people that they make this rank a little bit dirtier than this. But we hope the government will assist us for this. And now, what is the problem we are facing for these cross-border taxis? There are a lot of pirates outside there. I need people, they must know this is the international taxi rank, Wanderers taxi rank. We have got Zimbabwean taxi rank. People are going to Zimbabwe. They must come here. In Mozambican people.
So people crossing borders here as well. In fact, I think we're going to have to discuss this a little bit further because there are a lot of issues to talk about. Unfortunately, we have run out of time. I will want to talk about toilets and other infrastructure in just a moment, but a quick ad break. Morning Live continues after this, and this broadcast certainly will as well. Stay with us.